Lord, we have myself, Chaos Axel, with my co-host Tornado today. How are you, Tornado?
I'm all good, man. How are you? You sound relaxed.
Oh, relaxed is the exact definition of how my day's going. So, after a little bit of goofing around here, we eventually were able to get our rosters all set up here. And we are finally ready to start our 6v6 lockout elimination for our EU Saturday night skirmish. Alright, so the first map that popped up was Castillo, so by God, we're going to do Castillo at this
Yes.
point.
My
Okay,
favorite.
so we're going to go ahead and just start it. We've delayed long enough. Everybody that's been hanging on for the 20-25 minute delay, I appreciate you so much for your patience. We're finally going to
Yes.
get into it here. So Castillo, very open map. I would be very surprised if
Yeah.
we don't see snipers and a lot of range on either side
Mm.
here.
I love this map. It's like you said, it's completely open.
True that.
There's no point trying to control high ground because you can't control all the high ground.
Very true.
You just have to rotate, stay open.
All right, here we go.
Right.
All right, and then we'll see what we got going
Hanzo,
here.
Hamster. You got Hanzo, Hamster, Hog, and Widow playing Mercy and Moira against a Hog May Winston. There's a lot of tanks involved. I didn't think we'd see that many tanks. Winston diving in.
Yeah, it's almost like kind of like a half goats or like a double triple sort of combo.
Yeah.
Oop, one down. Brince immediately takes out control. Brince is just kind of going on a spree here. That Reaper is really strong right now.
They are grouped up really tight actually, and there's no ults in play yet. You know, you're gonna have to stay in this game for a long time to get an ult. So being grouped up isn't as much of a risk as it might be in the middle of a 6v6.
Ooh, there we go. Cole getting a pick onto Deadly, and then Rinse Wash again just going on a tear. Eldritch does get a kill back, but
Playing two now.
I mean, it's going to be really tricky for... Oh, I heard the hook.
The Hog at least is on his own though, so it's 2-on-2 over here. The Winston now jumps in.
Oh, I heard that hook. That was a good
down.
move. That's
Okay,
going to be
Hamster
it.
versus the world.
Hammers only is going to go down here, and it's going to be the trash cans that win. All right, so here we go. So each of these little mini rounds is going to be the first to 3 wins on either side. So right now, we're going to have, you know, the heroes that the trash cans just used are no longer going to be available to them. So we'll see what they want to come out with now on their second attempt.
I mean, they used, I think it's 3 of the tanks on that first attempt, so they've lost
a lot
of, they've lost a lot of health pool now. In fact, yeah, not a single tank on their second lineup. Oh no, the Erisa's there. On the Cole as well,
Yep.
so, okay, fine.
Right,
So they
so we
rotated
see-
opposite each other, which is fascinating.
Yep. Sometimes it just kind of works out that way. But, yep, we're just
Yeah.
kind of doing some circles. I think now they finally see each other, and the fight's beginning. Here's some shots kind of ringing out from both sides. Nobody's
Rince
going
was trying
down
to get in
just
the
yet.
back line. Didn't quite get there because they rotated away.
There's a couple that are going below right now in here that we can see their
Split out
silhouettes.
now.
And, alright, there's a D-Mech, but not quite a kill on to Jay Bailey's Diva. Ooh,
Stay
and the
alive,
first
no
blood
hits.
there. Deadly Silence goes down. But you gotta remember, well, I was gonna say that both teams have a Mercy, but that's a lie now. The kills are starting to come through again for the trash cans, though.
They are.
Oh, there we go, and the trash cans are also
Playing
gonna get a res,
2
too.
on 3. 2 on 6 now. The Hog's low. The Hog
Yep.
is down just as then.
Zenyatta against the world. Get him, Zen, I believe. There he goes. Unfortunate.
Wow.
Alright. But again, right now that means that their pool is getting pretty pinched. No more Mercy. They're virtually out of tanks at this point. Other than like what, a Reinhardt and a Zarya now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Ryan Zara is what they got. Yeah,
their
these
pool
lot
is going to be
healers as well,
severely
actually.
pinched. All right.
There is plenty of DPS across there, apart from yeah. So the last 2 healers have come out
Zarya.
now.
Yep. All right. So both
3
teams now
DPS
kind of
and-
switching it up a bit.
Of course. In fact, they've switched.
Oh,
almost
Control
identical.
immediately picks off Jake Holds' Ashe, establishing that Ashe dominance.
It's the first time in the game the hammers only are up. 6-5.
I was gonna say, yeah, finally taking an advantage there, and they're kind of pressing pretty hard right now. They want to take this advantage and run with it. No substantial picks just yet, though.
Really impressive how grouped up trash cans
Good
are staying.
protect by Dat Fat Cat. Ooh, and then control goes down to Rinse Wash's Widow. And we got some fighting going on over
trouble
this
now.
corner. Yep. This is just quite the brawl from both sides.
And now,
he's asleep. Fat Cat's alone. She's gonna go down too. That's unfortunate. Trash cans all staying grouped together here. And oh, okay, there goes another one. So that's something. Tracer does have a little bit of survivability if she plays safe, and the D.Va can remech potentially. I mean, that's not a likely scenario, but a possible one.
I mean, they're playing the perfect front line and back line, even though there's only 2 of them.
That's true. I mean, there's a lot of credit, impressive. But here comes the ring, though. So right now, the waiting game does not favor the hammers only. Come on, hammersonly.com, I believe. Now. Yep, Tracer's trying to find the angle there. Eldritch is starting to peg him a little bit.
She's got that.
But you gotta remember, it's only a 3-second cap time. Is what the stats is. Ooh, that D.Va's asleep. That's not a good start to this. Ooh, the pulse bomb goes down. Does get one. They gotta get on the point though. Deadly does get on the point. It is only 3 seconds to cap, so Deadly has to make a play. I'm hoping, but yeah.
Oh, it's close.
I had my fingers crossed. The trash cans are going to take this one.
It's funny when the 2 teams were grouped up, it didn't seem to be a problem actually, and as soon as you start getting split out, the kills came really quick actually for hammer time. So
yeah, right.
Hopefully, lesson learned for round 2. I hope it makes a difference.
Ooh, yeah, they just had a lot of CC in that last comp there between the stuns and the sleeps.
And they got dragged into the one closed area of the map actually. You've got to wonder if they'd left it in the open 6v5. Maybe they had a better shot.
Not going to give the extra honor to Rents there.
But I was thinking before the game started, I was thinking, well, you know, it's Lockout Elimination. We're not going to see a lot of goats, which is, you know, what we are seeing from the Overwatch League, for example. And I was thinking, well, actually, although I didn't think you see a lot of goats, again, because the ults don't really come
the
to play.
chat on Twitch, that's kind of funny. Oh well, I mean, at this point we're kind of rolling, so I don't really know if I want to do any subs now. And you know what? I'm just gonna. I think we can just let it roll with this next map here. I'm not necessarily arguing.
Yeah,
actually, you know what? No, there is a map that I do want to play because it'll be hilarious. I take that back. Because I'm a monster. The next map that I want to see is the well, so we're gonna do the well.
Are we changing the hero pool to just hogs?
Right? No, we're not gonna do hooks only. That'll be a different fun game mode in the future. We'll have to do.
It will.
So I'll go ahead and throw a couple minutes on a timer for the next round. So yeah, what did you see that was there anything you saw that really pushed trash cans to like just take it? I mean, you could see that Hammers Only was slowly starting to get themselves together at the end there, but trash cans just held dominance for most of it. Can you give me some insight?
I think if you look first round, the Hammer Only were pretty split even when they came out quite quickly. It was trash cans stayed together. Second round, they seemed to stay together for a bit longer and did a bit better, just kind of survived it. And then actually on the third engagement, there was actually the first pick, you know, the Ash v Ash.
Yeah.
Went the way of Hammer Only. And then they started to get split. You know, a couple on the high ground, a couple on the low ground. For no reason really other than just you were just in rotation and we'd taken a different route. So I'd be looking to stay together a bit closer maybe. But then Castile's kind of unique in its layout in that you've got a circle in play. You know, you can rotate around it pretty endlessly. It's quite straightforward to do, whereas most of the other deathmatch maps or arcade maps are kind of end to end, if you will. You know, you come at each other from the 2 directions, and therefore you will end up with a classic kind of front line, back line. But then if you're playing on the well, again, you can rotate around the well.
Yep.
I was watching the second match last night on Overwatch League, and there was one engagement where literally they did 3 laps of the well together without anyone dying.
I mean,
it was like a merry-go-round.
Yeah, and it does feel pretty clear that the trash cans they definitely have that group ability. The one of the things I did see that Hammer Only was doing, towards the end there is they were trying to protect each other. Like I had seen Cat protecting I think it was Deadly Silence's Diva at the end, like when the Diva had been put to sleep. So it's not a lack of coordination on Hammers Only. It's
No.
just I they don't quite have the sync yet that they need to just yet.
Hmm. But I think it's worked out quite well for both teams actually, because although the lockout nature of it is going to have an effect, and maybe not as big, because you have got classic tanks and healers on both teams, just by chance the people who signed up for this tonight. So I think all engagements will be pretty good. My fear was you get to kind of the third round, you've got people playing people they've never played before, and they're just running around hitting primary fire, not really knowing what to do. So, but no, it does seem actually the hero pool's quite big on both teams, which is a great thing for this event.
Definitely. And I'm going to go ahead and call out. I'm a little surprised to see, A, no Torbjorn from Hammer Only, and B, no Bastion from the Trash Cans. I mean,
Yeah,
like, maybe I need to throw control over onto the Trash Can side just so we know we have a Bastion player and know it's in the pool.
I know there's a Bastion player on the trash cans as well, so we'll see
Oh,
if
is
they
there?
come out later
Okay.
on.
Well, let's hope so. I think that would be really funny. Maybe not on this map necessarily, but I think that if you want to build around it, I think you can make a Bastion and a Torbjorn in his own right work pretty well. And again, I'm a little disappointed in Hammers Only for not having that Torbjorn, despite the fact that that is most of their icons other than Deadly.
I
So
mean,
step up
there
your
was
game.
absolute kind of what was it celebration last night when Dafran playing for
Played the
Atlanta
Bastion.
Reign,
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
played,
that was
no,
pretty silly.
he played the Torb. He played
All
Torb
right.
in the Overwatch League.
So
His
we're gonna go
very
ahead and
first
get
pick
rolling
was
here. Yeah, I
this
saw
guy.
that. That was so silly.
That was amazing.
I mean, you know what? It's like the announcers then had said. They did what he needed to do. He came out, got like 5 kills, and died, and then he was done. Like he got an ult out of it too,
Yeah.
so you can't ever argue with that.
No, this is it. It was one death. So,
All right, so here we
but
go.
I
Well of
do-
death, everybody. Into the pit
I mean,
we
I
go.
know we spend a whole time looking at the well here, but it is a stunning map when you get to just kind of fly around it like this.
Oh, and especially now, I like the you have kind of that like sunset feeling on it with this particular version of the map. But anyway, all right, to the game. So we have it looks pretty similar to what we've seen before, but I do see Rinse Wash on a Doomfist now. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the burst potential there, so that could really work out if he does end up landing one. Both teams running a Roadhog and both teams running an Orisa, so both teams wanting to take advantage of the death pit. And you see both teams immediately setting up across opposite sides, just trying to get the pull. This is the exact nonsense I was hoping for. Alright, there's a Mei kind of in the middle of it right now. Good
Yeah.
wall to protect.
Yeah, the Jake's on the maze was trying to push in there just to create a bit of space, but didn't quite pay off that time.
Deadly's Widow is
It would
trying to
try
get
again.
some picks in the back and does manage to escape, trying to get back to the team right now. But gets killed. The hook. Oh no, the Roadhog hook! Oh no! Both the Roadhogs get hooked into the pit! Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh, that was a close
Okay,
one.
1-3, that was close. That was close.
Alright, so here we go. The Orisas, everybody's just kind of broke. Oh no, there goes a boop! Great boop by
Reach
Deathback
on,
Cat Set! Oh, and it looks like we're finally
go.
getting some advantages here from the Hammers
Four
Only.
plays too. Where are they running? The Doomfist and the Lucio. Now,
Yep.
to be fair, if you want somebody still alive with the Doomfist, it's the Lucio.
Alright, and
He can
there,
move
so
pretty fast on
and
his
the two
own.
of them are taken together. They
are
they
running.
can't get too far away from the point now because it is just a 3-second
No.
cap once it's online. So we'll see what happens here. Doomfist is
Gotta
caught
stay
and
still
dead.
now. Doomfist is
Ooh,
gone.
almost booped into the pit
Just
there.
pesky little Lucio now, and this is looking like a win for Hammer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a pretty strong thought. If they're okay, there we go. Control getting him with the McCree. You know what? If this was regular spawns, then that would have been a potential to keep going, but not with how we're playing now. All right,
No,
so congratulations to Hammers Only getting their first map win here. So, but that does
I can't
mean
wait
that
to
they
see
lost
this
the
now.
Lucio, they lost the Orisa,
Yeah.
and they lost the Roadhog. They have lost almost every like pushable champion other than like Brigata or something.
Like
and-
you almost suggest they do not want to have this fight on the point.
no, they don't. Because again, we're seeing the Lucio, the Roadhog, and the Orisa coming in from the from the trash cans, so they're going to be ready and set up. But yeah, it's definitely looking. It's 4 DPS, 1 tank in Harambe, and then Deathbat Katsat on Mercy. So we'll see what's going to happen.
Sombra in now. Yeah, they're looking to rotate, and this is absolute. I'd be going getting around the back, trying to get around behind them.
They can't afford to go near that well right now. That is pretty much going to be a death sentence.
Not at all. But they are split. Genji, Reaper on the left-hand side, the 2 tanks and healers over on the right.
They have so many flankers right now. That's such a risky play.
They do.
Oh, and there we go. Rinse does end up picking control, who gets rezzed immediately. No pulse bomb just yet. So yeah, both sides kind of. Go ahead.
No, go on.
I was gonna say, so we have the setup coming in from the trash cans. Yeah, they're set up on the point, but there's so many flankers, so many like backline heroes. Okay, there we go. Never mind. Collected effort coming in now. So now they're all Oh man. All right, trades back and forth. Oh no! Well, she dies before she got in anyway. Right.
I'm glad the kill feed thought that she didn't just jump in.
Yeah, pretty much. I was gonna comment how there's so many squishy flankers on the hammers only, and that I think I get what they were going for. Just kind of, I mean, hey, the spinning Symmetra does kind of de-stealth the Sombra there. You spin me right round, I suppose, and we got a dancing Tracer. Oh, okay. I hope you saw that translocator that got thrown into the pit. That made me happy.
I did.
Deadly kind of overshot that one a little bit. Okay, so
I mean, here we go. It kind of looked like Cat jumped in the pit, but you know.
Well, I mean, I think it was a Lucio boop or something, because yeah.
I really hope so.
Now both teams, out of your standard boopers, there's not a lot of heroes anymore.
No.
Other than, well, okay, Pharah. Both teams running the Pharah now. And we have, from Hammers only, they do have the Reinhardt and Anna set up, and then Deathbat Katsat on Baguette is also a good pusher. On the other side, it's just the Winston ult, and then J. Cold's Pharah's group boop that they have for pushes. And speaking of which, here comes Rockets. So now that both teams got all of their mega boopage out of their systems, we'll see how they run with it. Alright, there's the Pharaohs going at each other.
With the trash cans much faster on the ground.
Agreed.
Expecting quite a static setup then from Hammer.
Oh, Coltrane gets a little too ballsy, ends up dying for it.
Yeah,
I see a charge going in from the Ryan. He's alone though. He does get the D-Mech. He's still alive. He's getting heals right now. He's just trying to go in. He's trying to man mode it. Let's look at that, Genji. Your hammer's bigger than his, sir.
Oh, that is unlucky.
Bird for bird.
The rest of the team had caught up. He could have shielded and just got a bit of protection for the rest of his team there. I don't think he knew they were there.
There is the Mercy resurrecting the
It's gone.
Oh, yep, that's a good one. Deadly Silence is getting a bunch of picks here.
Now. But the Mercy's still up for the trash cans.
You beat me to it, exactly. That Mercy being up, she did just use the res, so she's not going to have another res before this point becomes active. Here comes a Diva Bomb now. Gets no one.
Cole and the Monkey's doing a great job of protecting the Mercy as well through that little section there.
Alright, but it's looking like now it's just the two of them left. I mean, Cole could potentially get his ultimate here. Oh, there goes the Mercy. Cole would just have to pick his ultimate right now and get that going. Yeah. I don't think he's going to be able to do it before he dies.
No, there we go.
All right, and just like that, here we go. So now, cusp of a win for the Hammers only.
Interesting who they come out with this time.
Yeah, this is exciting. I'm glad I picked this map. This is fun to watch.
This is a great matchup for these two teams.
All right, grand reveal. What are we going to get, guys?
We got a Torb from the trash cans.
But it's on the trash cans! Come on, guys! Oh. Alright, but I do...
got the hamster.
They do have the hamster. That's true. You're absolutely right. If Eldritch gets a good hookup higher up on one of these buildings or towers, I definitely would agree with you. But we'll see what the teams want to do. Eldritch kind of scouting right now. He sees Rincewash is Reinhardt. Oh, and trying to get it in that same spot I saw it in Overwatch League last night. Does not quite get it there, though.
Yeah.
So there goes the turret.
Yeah.
But there's a push-in coming in now from Hammers Only, or from the trash cans. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Hamster's engaging now, but nobody's
He's in the background. Oop, and there's a pick.
Then he's down. That's going to limit. Oh, and the Hamster's down.
Yep. There's a couple of picks now coming in, pretty important ones. One healer and one tank from. Oh, no, then there's the healer coming back. Now that they do still have that mercy for Hammers Only.
Trash cans are well grouped up now as well.
Control is okay. Thought
We've got a bit of split.
Oop.
There's three together. The Ash on her own from Control on the windmill side of the map.
Oop, and Control does pick Jake Holds his Torbjorn, so that's one down. But the res happens. Both teams still have the mercy. That kind of blows my mind.
Yeah.
This far into it. All right, there goes the turret.
Yeah,
so
got res as well.
Yeah, both teams are kind of. It's Junkrat down. Trades for and Jake Holds gets his revenge, but Control immediately gets res.
Another res.
Yep.
Now,
Turret's gonna make this really annoying.
5 plays 4.
Yep.
And the capture point's coming on in 5.
He's kind of caught. That Reinhardt's kind of caught. If they can capitalize, he's frozen.
Take him now. Oh, the Zarya bubble saved him.
I gotta stay on that point. Oh, good
but the
pulse bomb from
doesn't.
Deadly Silence. Here comes the freeze coming in. That's gonna freeze Colt, and that's it.
There you go.
Good job,
we
Hammers
play 1 for
Only,
1.
taking a shot back. All right. So let's see who gets play there. Oh, is that Fat Cat Sat getting it with the Lucio?
I wonder if it'd be an environmental kill.
I'm gonna say probably. Oh, there goes in the May. Poor May tried to freeze, but it was too late.
Oh.
That was great by Hammers Only striking back.
That was brilliant. We got a game on.
We do. We're it's definitely going to 4 now. So, all right. Let's see. What map do you want to play next? Is there something that you like in these elimination situations?
I always think, in terms of kind of mind games, the Eco Point is a great map.
You know what? I like that. Yeah, that's a good one. And that one's specifically built for it too. So yeah, we'll do Eco Point and Antarctica.
Yeah, I think like deathmatch games on there are a bit repetitive. You always people take the same positions, whereas there's that much cover on the map that you, especially when you've only got one shot at it and then you're dead. I think there's a lot more pressure on the players on that map.
All right, so we'll go ahead and set a timer. And yeah, so Hammers Only coming back there. What do you think was kind of the? All right, why are people joining us? So what do you think was kind of the determining point there? What was it about Hammers Only that brought it back? Do you think it was just the boop ability? Like they were more set up to do the environmental kills. They had more familiar heroes there. Like what are you thinking?
I think the first round was just a lot of fun, and both teams went in, and Hammer Only got the boops done, and that's how the first one was won. From there on in, actually, they used more high ground, and although it meant they were more split at times, they were able to start their attacks from the high ground, especially on the DPS characters. Whereas Trash Cans still stayed very tightly knitted together, which on that map where it is quite hard to access the high ground quickly as a team, they were just stuck on the low ground in quite confined spaces. So at the point where Hammer Only did initiate, I think they didn't have anywhere to really back off to, which I think on Ilios, I mean, they kept going to the corner over by the kind of covered area, so on the opposite side to the windmill. And over there, it's just all alleyways. There's actually more space on the other side to play, and I know they've settled there a couple of times and seemed to survive quite well. I think whenever they moved inside, that's when they started to struggle.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised that we didn't see the Doomfist come back, because especially if teams, like both teams ended up in rooms a lot, or in those alleyways that you're describing. Like, I feel like Doomfist, if you're familiar with him, really could have cleaned up there. But
I think
such is life.
Played the Junkrat, actually.
Yes, definitely.
But yeah, so I'm impressed actually so far just how wide the hero pool is, just in terms of who they've got to turn to as well, because I can't think of anything we've not seen yet.
Pretty much. I know we saw Symmetra at one point. We've seen the Torbjorn, although it was from the trash cans and not Hammers Only. We haven't seen a Bastion yet. That we haven't seen.
No,
yeah.
This is it. I think
Um,
Bastion will actually suit this map more though, because again, when he's wide open spaces where you've got multiple angles, whereas he will have the jump opportunity here just to set up with a nice long sight line and burn anything that comes at him. So
yeah,
we
definitely.
might see him here.
Yeah, and one thing I've liked that both teams have been using, at least on that last on both maps, is Winston. I'm really
Mm,
loving the fact that Winston's taking such a defiant role, especially like when you see comps that are, tanks you probably aren't going to use as much because they don't have the survivability. A healer has to focus on them, which means the healer can't focus on anybody else, and it just kind of ends badly for them.
yeah,
So,
I think I mean, the Winston's a great control map and a great arcade tank because he's just so movable. And
mhm.
when you do see that somebody's out of position, whereas in a comp match you've got people respawning the whole time, and therefore you're never quite sure when you're safe in the other team's backline. Here, once you know they're gone, they're gone. So you can really play more aggressively with the monkey than you can in a standard 6v6 from my point of view. But
Definitely.
I know in the chat now we'll have some kind of Masters players going, no, you just have to time when they come back and know they've got 10 seconds plus the journey time, and you track the ults and you're fine. I'm like, yeah, cool. Well, I play 3 hours a week and I'm a dad, so it's fine.
I'm just gonna go ahead and
I'm not annoyed I don't do
I'm gonna go ahead and use the meme here and just say we don't do that here.
that. Yeah, this is it.
But
Yeah, we
so
look down
Eco
on people
Point.
who do that.
What do you think we're gonna see on Eco Point now?
Well, nice long sight lines, so hope to see some really great sniper battles. The Ash, the Widow should be coming back out here in the same way we had on Castillo. The high ground more accessible again, so it will allow teams to set up their tanks up there, but also not as wide as well, so it won't be as easy for flankers. So I think it will be just a battle of wills more so than the maps we've seen so far.
And we know that both teams have competent Widows and Ashes too, which we've seen represented before. So they can definitely have some interesting sniper battles at the same time that all the rest of this nonsense is going on. But here we are. It is cold now. It is Antarctica. Look out. All right.
And from a healer point of view as well, I mean, this suits Anna a lot better than maybe the map so far as well.
And I want to
Again,
check
you
out
won't
this
have to
helicopter more, but I
reposition
can't go
yourself.
behind it. That's sad. I didn't know there was a helicopter here, but apparently there's a helicopter here. Well,
yeah.
and speak of the devil,
Both
there's
sides.
both Widows. Both teams are running the Roadhog and Orisa again. So very similar comps, kind of from what we've seen before. We see Hammers Only kind of grouping together, whereas this time the trash cans are kind of separated a little bit. So both
And the
teams.
key difference is
Go ahead.
a Sim versus a Brigitte, actually. Otherwise, the comps are pretty similar.
Oop, speaking
And
of that Sim got caught out. Got a little too far out there.
Yeah.
And Hammers Only
the
are
Widow
trying
set
to
up a
push together
crossfire.
here.
Yeah, Rincewash on has got a crossfire, but it's now being chased down by the May. The May, she's managed to grapple her way back to her team, and she's going to survive that one.
That was a good pull
But
up
now
by Eldritch.
controlling
Oh,
the Widow.
good hook! Gets booped away, but that was a
Great
great
hook.
hook to remove that Lucio. And right now, Hammers Only are pressuring the absolute heck out of the trash cans here and making them take steps back at every turn. Kind of split up now, though. Got to be careful.
The sandwich, they've got crossfire on them, but they're going to make the kills quickly.
Pig melee down
Reese
is
is in
done.
trouble. Oh, the Widow down, Rincewash down, and the Brigitte down. Or the trash cans.
We have
Six
advantages coming in
plays.
from Hammers. Both tanks are trying to duke it out here. But here comes the
The
other
Lucio
Roadhog.
goes.
Roadhog Orisa versus Roadhog Orisa. It's a tank jamboree. Oh, there goes one. And
Hammer time with a win.
Cole's just trying to stay alive here. There it goes.
The supercharger made the world of difference there. And Cole got it literally as he died, which is harsh. But so again, Arisa a good pick for here as well because of the long sight lines. And now she's not available, the tank options will start to look a little bit more restricted.
Yeah, Orisa Roadhog is a really strong combination. And because of that, that's why we're seeing it first, every time. Not this time, though, where we've got Diva Ryan for one team and Diva Winston for the other. Draco's now also on Hanzo. That's a new one.
Yeah, Dracos is happy on the Hanzo. I've seen him play quite a bit. Yeah, I mean the track is almost going with a 2-2-2. will be looking to set up flankers on this one, which I will think will be tricky.
Rinse is going to have to be careful, kind of spread out alone there.
Rinse pushed back on the Tracer. I think she did really well on the Tracer earlier, actually. So, trying to see if
Hammer's only kind of spread out a little bit. All right, Diva trying to poke in. So they know that pretty much all of the trash cans are here.
Eldritch trying to make some work on the Winston. Pressuring for sure. The rest of the team still at distance, though. The Diva way outside drop-off range.
And then Eldritch is just kind of zapping away there. They aren't really stopping him.
Yeah,
ooh, but Rincewash does pick off that Fat Cat Sat. So one healer down.
That was a great move by Eldritch as well. Drop the bubble right on top of the opposing team, which would have given his other team a few seconds just to make space.
This is going to end for there. All right, Ami takes out Rincewash, but... All right, Diva's separate. Oh, but Rincewash is just going to get rezzed.
Healer down for the hammer time. Diva's low, but not out of mech yet for the trash cans. 15 seconds still control. You're going to have to start closing in now.
Draco's not quite able to get that pick there. That's a hard one to hit against the Tracer, though. Ooh, Tracer pinning Tracer with the bomb, but immediately gets picked by Control right afterwards. I was going to say there could be a world where they get the cap point here, but I'm kind of doubting it. Yeah, Eldritch just not enough to get his ult.
They can just swing in.
Yep, there it is.
There we go. Oh, another great encounter. Again, the mind games on here are great. Like, there's just so much cover, and it's so difficult to choose when you push and when you don't. Whereas on the others, being more open, you just kind of, when you haven't got cover, you kind of feel you just go anyway.
Very true. Yeah. All right, so here we go. So now the trash cans aren't going to have that mercy option, which both teams can take advantage of. There it is. There's the trash cans on a bastion. All right, somebody at least is respecting their namesake. They're going with the Rhine and oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong side.
This is going to be vital here. The protection.
No real
that
shields though. Oh, Eldritch is getting super ballsy.
Oh,
he's going to immediately get torn apart. That was way too aggressive of a move, I'd say. Maybe he wasn't expecting the Bastion, but no, that was way too ballsy.
I think he thought, right, I'm taking him now. Unfortunately, that's going to make the difference in this fight.
Yeah, it's essentially over here. It's Control on Ashe, and then the Deadly Silence on Sombra. There is a world, I'm sure, that this works, but I don't think we're in that world, unfortunately.
No, I think it's a world
and then
where
the Widow yep, the Widow spied Control, so now it's just Sombra.
Yeah.
And no health packs to hack on this game mode. You have to rely on healers, so right now, Deadly Silence is just kind of playing cat and mouse and hoping.
Yeah, both DPS returned to spawn, actually, in the breakdown of the last fight, so... that kind of put him in trouble as well.
Deadly just kind of booping at him, just knowing that this is going to be a very dangerous situation. I suppose there is a world where the trash cans just completely C9 off, but I'm really doubting it.
Well, he's got 10 seconds to get his EMP.
Oh, there we go. I appreciate what Deadly's trying to do. Oh, hacks the Bastion, teleports out. That's going to give it up, but you know what? That was funny. I give you credit for the lulls, at least. Ooh, gets picked by Rincewash. Never mind.
Knowing Deadly quite well, I'd love to hear his voice chat during that little phase of play.
At that point, you just kind of need to have fun with it. Like, I don't really have a lot of advice for you other than just, annoy the hell out of the enemy team and hope they get off.
Let's be honest, in a normal 6v6, we'd be telling them to die, so...
Probably, yes, but for now, we're just going to kind of goof around.
Okay, so Eldritch doing himself some damage in spawn, but he's back out on the fire now.
I mean, you don't get the heals before the round starts, so whatever.
Well, if he'd left his health pool down, the healers could have got some ult charge off that. So.
But alright, so now, the Rockets are doing some work there.
Yeah,
and pretty noteworthy, there's not a real hit scan on the trash cans right now, so Farah's actually a good pick into this. Yep, still getting the lines on those Rockets there. Those health packs are going, and Draco's too. So this run and gun is working really well. Control picks off Jay Bailey.
2 down.
Yep, and then the rockets are still coming through. They aren't. The shield's not protecting you, Jake. You need to get out of there.
Yeah.
There we go. Good jump.
Oh, great initiate from the Hams.
Yep, there we go. And then they're just collapsing now.
Yeah,
Deadly Silence is picking them apart. There we go. Pharaoh was the answer, apparently. Control goes down, but it's not going to matter. It's just rinse washes Genji. And Control gets back up anyway.
I mean, Genji can dance around and dodge for a minute maybe, but
Oh,
it's a great game to hide.
there he is. Oh, he's just sitting. He's just crouching right now. He's just. Oh, there we go. He got seen. Mercy found him. Get him, Death Backhand set. Get him. Got him down. There it is. Okay. I was hoping the Battle Mercy would have gotten it, but. All right, here we go. So 2-2 now. This is it. This is the end. Both teams are going to need to break out the best of what they have left. Both teams now down 12 heroes apiece. Pretty similar pools for the most part, but we're going to see what happens.
Trash cans want to be going in Fire Mercy here. I would absolutely be picking Fire Mercy now.
They burned the Mercy though, so Jake Holtz is going back over to the Torbjorn now, and then that Fat Cat sat on Symmetra now. Cypher on Anna, and then Dracos is on Brigitte now. All right, both teams kind of taking a similar approach where they're just kind of going to this building over here. Turret goes down.
This right hand side. They spent a lot of time on this right hand side. The back into the mind games now. The Zarya's flanking. The Zarya's flanking in on the Orisa.
Yep, there's a lot of bodies fighting that Zarya. She gets pulled back up. Yep, goes down. Too aggressive. Eldritch, I understand what he was trying to do. Way too aggressive there.
Yeah.
All right, but Jake Holtz does get traded in exchange. So right now it's just 1 for 1.
If the rest of the team would have been going in as well, then but you can't argue that he didn't see that. He would have seen where the rest of the team is.
I suppose so.
Well, so.
Oh, and Dracos gets separated, unfortunately, and Trash Cans does surround him pretty quick.
Trash cans are being pushed back though, and there's a couple of people now out of position. And if, especially a flanker here would have, they haven't really got one to hand. Would have really helped Hammer Time. The Ana and the Zen are way in the back line, doing whatever they want really. Genji Junkrat on the right hand side.
Oop. Control's gonna have to be really careful there. He's gonna top him off.
5 playing 4.
Right now, yeah, I think Dat Fat Cat Sat has the good idea here. Just get turrets set up around that pillar, so when they come around to fight you, that it starts to zap them.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is gonna be the moment.
Need to stay alive.
Oh, Dragons! Here comes an ultimate and an Ana boost onto Dat Fat Cat Sat, but not
the Junkrat who had the ult.
Not quite gonna do it. I'm gonna guess that was probably meant for the Diva, but I'm not going to assume.
No, I think the Genji made the difference there because otherwise the Riptire was only like 10% away from control. So.
Yep, and this is gonna be the play.
It is.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that was meant to be for the Diva, is what I'm going to guess about that.
Yeah, but again, you skip up in the air, you dive in the general direction of where you see red, and you're gonna find something, and he certainly did there. Very
true, but okay. All right, so for the next one, chat, what do you want?
Yeah, people's choice. Let's go people's choice.
Yeah, let's say for this potential last map here, what do people want? Does the chat have a preference here on what sort of map we're going to subject our wonderful people to today? Put a couple minutes on the timer here. All right, but so what do you think about that game, Tornado? What was the difference maker there, other than that Genji at the end?
Being a complete puppet master, that's exactly what I wanted to see from that map. The positioning just made all the difference, but there were some great individual plays as well. I think the tank lines did really well on both teams. I think Eldritch playing aggressive needed the rest of his team with him, and that's the reason really they lost 2. So yeah, Holt is wanting, Jake's wanting us to switch over to Mystery Hero.
Well, we aren't going to be switching game modes, but we can't. We're going to switch a different map. I'll have to take into consideration and potentially do Mystery Heroes and a scrim in the future.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be switching the game mode. Not when it's 2-1.
No, Necropolis is a good shout. Actually, I think that's. I mean,
we already did Castillo. That was the first one. So
yeah,
since that's the only real vote I've seen so far, we're going to do Necropolis.
Yeah, Necropolis.
You know what? I'm just glad the chat got off of Paris, which me saying that is going to immediately make them all want to do Paris again. But we're not going to do Paris. That is not an option. I was actually considering trolling everybody earlier by giving a hint that the map wasn't going to be Paris, but that would have started it up then. So spared myself a little bit of sanity, and instead we're going to do Necropolis.
Well, Paris should be coming on this week, shouldn't it? It's been on the PTR for a while now. I really like
It's
the
got
look
to
of
be
it, but I think
soon.
it's going to be really hard to play. I think it's going to be really tough to play, but I love the map itself.
Yeah, no, and I haven't really seen too much of it just yet. I'm just kind of waiting for it to come to consoles to try it out for myself. So, but I don't know if I don't know if I can actually do King's Row on this. Blizzard has very specific ones for the maps for this, and yeah, King's Row isn't even an option. It's only the control point maps, and it breaks them into the 3 pieces. Those are the ones that'll let you do for this. It's a little different for just regular like team deathmatch. Those you get like all the rest of them, like King's Row or Hollywood and stuff like that, but not for this one, unfortunately.
No. But yeah, the Necropolis is a great map. I was really worried that somebody was going to pick the one with the floor that falls out. What's it called? I don't think anyone's really been playing
Petra? Forget Petra. I hate
That's
Petra.
It, Petra.
Thankfully, that one's also just a team deathmatch one.
I was thinking from a caster's point of view, it'd be a nightmare. It's just all basically caves.
Where is everybody?
I have no idea what's going on.
I think at that point, I would just have you probably follow trash cans and I'd follow hammer only, and eventually we'd meet in the middle. But
they're running through a cave and it's coming out into another cave. And
what cave?
Oh, look, they're all here.
But wait, there's another cave.
Yeah. Oh, they've all fallen through the floor.
I don't like Petra personally. It's it's not my map, but anyway. So Necropolis, it again kind of introduces that concept of booping. Boopability is apparently a strength of hammers only. So we'll see if we'll probably get another similar loadout to what we saw at the first part of Well, where both teams are going to run the Hog or Risa and stuff like that. So we'll see.
I mean, it's quite good. I don't think either team really stretched them out, and I think keeping your booping options for each map is the way to go here, because you don't want to be caught without that threat.
All right, and I'm going to do this so I don't completely butcher it. Ahutia, or however you say that, is a potential map for this. It is indeed an elimination map. So, and I don't see that one very often, so that may be the tiebreaker, but we'll see what happens. But but we'll see. I mean, right now it's kind of on hammers only to bring the struggle back. They need to find whatever they had on that well, pull it out of the well, and bring it to the Necropolis here.
Yeah, for sure. But there's so much high ground here as well, more so than on Well as well. Which also
much
seems
more easily accessible.
Hammer's hands. Yeah, so be interesting. I think grouping up on here won't be a problem, but then also I think there's lots of high ground to play with. So this, although it's not the decider, I think it's a good one to possibly be the decider.
Well, I mean, technically it's the decider for hammers only right now. This is kind of their last gasp here. They need to show us that life they showed us in the Well. So we're gonna get rolling into this, and yeah, I think I can speak for everybody saying that other than maybe the trash can and their fans, that we want this to go to 5, just because we love those big bloody battles. But all right, so let's go into this pit, into the darkness. Right,
this is it. I mean, I love the little ledges as well. You get booped, and you're like, oh god, I hope it. Yeah, I'm on a ledge. Yay, off I go again.
So yeah, and that is a good point. That the boop into the pit may not necessarily mean instant death because of those ledges. So we'll see what we're gonna get here. Again, there's the Roadhog Orisa from both teams again, just about what we expected. Widows from both teams. The only real difference is we have a Moira on one team, or no, we have a Mercy on one team. Instead of, and Rinse Wash wins that battle. But we have a Mercy on one team versus the Lucio on the other, is what I was trying to say. Roadhog,
Yeah,
Dracos is trying to go around here on the Roadhog, get a sneaky flank on him. Maybe thinks the better of it, doesn't want to fight. Up, gets spotted out. Okay.
Yeah, there with the McCree as well, which is not a classic pairing to go together, but...
I mean, hey, the battlefield's
really
a strange
sing.
place. You never know.
To be fair, I mean, you can hammer into a hook. That might be a fun hammer into a hook. It's probably a good
That's
combo.
true. Rincewash trying to take some pot shots. Doesn't really have contest other than maybe controls McCree, but controls McCree is distracted by the other 5 members of Trash Cans.
It'd be interesting to see, I think, Trash Can's trying to play for space here because they've got turrets set up all around the area they're in. They're basically trying to battle out from that bunker.
I feel like the camera was just sniped. Alright, so ult burned immediately by Rincewash. Makes sense. Just gotta use it while you got it. And right now, Dracos is gonna have to be careful. He's 3v1 right now. So dropping down, does manage to get away. So trying to get to his team on the other high ground right now.
How much tends to group up? Dracos is out on his own and he's down.
Yep.
Hog versus
Now it's
Hog.
a 4v6.
And, he just takes it.
But in
That
right
control
now,
point's gonna start looking
Trash Cans are. Ooh,
Oh,
Trash Cans already
was
have
a-
dominance on the point, so this is going to be
Oh,
running to the
thank
point by
God.
Death Fat Cat Sat. Who's the last one alive?
Gonna be
Gets
around the
burned
trophy
out.
now.
Oof.
The death dive from the Orisa was impressive. Killed halfway down the fall. It was a good move by Eldritch. You know, it's getting that kind of distance on the old metal horse is impressive, but it's bizarre. I've never seen like the 2 tank lines set up so far apart from each other. You know, one holding the high ground up on one side, the other holding the low corner on the other.
There's a truck in the desert. I don't know if that's supposed to signify something in the lore, but there is a truck in the desert, ladies and gentlemen. I have confirmed it with my own
Overwatch will tell
eyes.
us one day.
Maybe. Alright, so control switching back over to the hamster now. We do have the Pharah coming in because, again, we had noted... Oh, Deadly Silence immediately gets a pick onto the Reinhardt. Big pick right off the bat there.
Ooh, that's revenge as well. Because it was Rince on the Widow that took him on the Widow, so that's
Oh,
delicious.
and Eldritch is pegging away with that Pharah. That has been a real problem. Oh, so close!
Control nearly get and double boop there, but just missing on both.
Oh, and
So
it
you
doesn't
get
matter.
slowed down
Eldritch
by
is
the
just
May.
ripping them apart now. Like, this, they...
May.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
this is
pretty much it. Not to be
impressive.
that guy, but that Pharah,
the
Eldritch's Pharah,
difference is-
just absolutely ripping him apart. This in all the times he's played it. Great pick. They don't. The Trash Cans don't have hit scan like ever, other than maybe a Widow.
It's fascinating as well because the Eldritch actually playing Pharah like they were playing the Rhine and being absolutely beastly on the Pharah. Charging right in, getting close, low to the ground, making sure they're actually on the rockets, and it's yeah, absolutely rip through them.
All right.
Both teams down 6 heroes now, both onto the second picks.
Yep. All right. So we see Mercy coming in from Hammers only this time, and it looks like the Hammers only kind of split. Oh, Dracos gets the better of the trade of the Reapers there, so that's an immediate 5v6 to start.
Yeah. Look at the comps that are left as well. Reaper's going to rip through most of the opposing team apart from the...
He would have
Instant
if he
on the
wasn't dead.
Tracer. I have totally...
and Tracer down. Control has
jinxed
been
him.
picking apart Rince's Tracer at every step of the way here. Fire does
this
get
is
down
triggering
onto the
out Lucio,
healers.
He's gone.
Yep, there we go. Oh, and now it's starting to fall through. Dracos got rest.
5 plays 3 now. The res making all the difference for the Hammers only.
Dracos could probably turn around and kill this Harambe if he wanted to, but he's more focused on the D.Va. D.Va does go down, so it's just the last 2 right here. Yep, there he goes. That Harambe is going to have nothing to do there. I hear the Death Fat Cat Sat's Battle Mercy going in now. Oh, and Control picks off Jay Bailey's Lucio before he can run. So here we go. This is match point right now. If Hammers
go.
only can get another game win here, we go to the 5th and final match.
Tantalizingly. I do love the way that that Cat's Mercy every time they go down to like a 5v2 just pulls out the gun and goes mental.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My
She's
favorite
great with the
part.
Mercy like that. But see, looking down, Red kind of knows how I usually cast, making a comment with the caster's curse, and he's dead. So Good old
Yeah,
caster's curse. All right, so Harambe going to the high ground here. Eldritch is Harambe just doing the zap from above. Protects himself and hops back down. Doesn't get picked by the Tracer.
Wow. Yeah, I play the Winston, I jump in on a Tracer, usually they run away. Rincewash was right there going, nah, I'm not going anywhere, mate. And,
both tanks are just kind of taking shots down into the area, and that lightning does reach all the way down there. So this is just free charge, essentially.
Map knowledge here from Eldritch again.
Right, here's a bubble to Harambe. Ooh, Dracos picks the Tracer with the Flame Slash. And then, Control gets a kill. There's 3 down. Ooh, Hammers Only wants this. They want to go to a game 5.
Destroying.
Look at Dracos go. He's ripping them apart.
Oh, Jay.
It's just T. Bailey's Lucio again. This is it. Oh, Harambe's on him. Eldritch wants it. Baby Tifa ults it. There it goes. And there we go. Hammer Only bringing us to the tiebreaker. They ran kind of like a weird goats there. Hey, it worked. Yep.
Yeah, it worked.
Just like you suggested, Dracos' run getting play of the game here. It'll be good to see this from perspective. I'm going to go ahead and quote my catchphrase, no shield, only swing.
Well, once you're in that kind of, space.
Best strat.
Like a really
10 out of 10.
Dog. That's a boy. Once you're in that closed-in space, I don't understand the trash can staying in there for that long. They had the ability to escape that situation, and they just got lost in there. So there you go.
Yeah, that'll do it. And there we go. So Hammers Only is going to bring us to the tiebreaker game. I hope both teams are hyped because we're going to game 5, baby. And as promised, I suppose I'm going to go to the map that I probably will butcher the hell out of it, so I'm just going to be quiet when we go into it so I can actually hear how to say it again. Ahutia or something like that? There we go, whatever. That map. Okay.
Yes, you can see it. We can see it.
There we go. Y'all can announce it however you want. I don't care. So,
this is quite a big map.
It is. It's a huge map, comparatively speaking. I mean, it feels a lot longer than a lot of the other maps that are specifically for deathmatch or lockouts are.
For sure.
So that last map, though, on Necropolis, I don't know if just death pits just kind of get Hammers Only going, but it's they found the picks again. It's just. It seems like I'm getting the feeling that Hammers Only has stuff in their kit, in their hero pool collectively, that Trash Can isn't ready for. Like the Pharah. Every time we've seen the Pharah, it has ripped apart Trash Can. They aren't running a lot of hit scan. And then apparently in that last one, just they like you said, they picked a really bad fight in a tight room, and because of that, that Reinhardt just took that fight over.
It's funny, I think Trash Can like operating grouped up from range, and if they maintain that range and allow, somebody from Hammer Only to jump in on them, like the Eldritch, like Cat on the Diva, like they get that pick, that early pick, and then they're in trouble. Whereas actually, if Hammer can get Trash Can into a tight space like the Well on Ilios, like Necropolis, that's where they've been doing the damage. So on this map here, I don't know, this central space is kind of a mix of both. You have got the open space in the middle, but then all the edges are just little rooms and little corridors, and it will be interesting to see who comes out here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's interesting to see the ebb and flow of Trash Can's super grouped strategy, because if they can keep you at arm's length, like you're suggesting, they will win. But if they try and push up, or if Hammers Only is aggressive enough to get into that little personal space bubble, Trash Can falls apart.
Because Bailey and Coco as well have been playing their healers from range, which is great because it means they're protected and it means they can see the whole team. But it means when one of them pushes as well, it's harder for them to react to that. Whereas the healers on Hammer have been playing, again, tighter knit to their tanks, which again suits the range game. If you can flank Trash Can, then they might be in trouble. But they've been making that really hard to do by keeping the distance on them. Whereas, Hammer's been kind of, like you say, playing variations of Goats, really. It's that kind of strategy. It's somebody dives in, playing dive, really, but along a level playing field. They're not going in from the high ground, they're just kind of going in. So
yeah, definitely. But well, I mean,
Team's
I'm
really well
stoked.
balanced.
Yeah, I'm stoked for this last
Yeah.
one. This is gonna be great. We've had a lot of really energetic fights back and forth. It's no map has felt like really drawn out, other than like when we had those trickles on Antarctica where it was just the lone survivor. um, Other than that, though, everything has just been really entertaining, and it's you got to remember that other than sure these guys we all know each other from the Discord, but a lot of the time these guys haven't spent a significant amount of time playing with each other, or in the case of like Cypher, Control, and Deers, like they're all on the same team, so they're kind of split up right now. So it's really amazing to see all of these people coming together and playing on such a really well coordinated level, despite the fact that they don't play with each other a lot.
Yeah, I'm really excited about season 2 of the Nerf League as well because
Oh hell yeah!
there's going to be a few EU teams mixing up there. A lot of the people you see on the screen now are going to be involved.
Yeah, I see your
some great
icons
players.
coming up. I see you coming.
We're working. All
right.
We're working stuff out.
So we're gonna go ahead and start. Here it is, Game 5, the deciding match for this very Ahutia. Okay, I'm gonna forget that in 10 seconds, but we know it for now.
That's perfect. That was perfect.
All right, so here we are on a very pretty map again. Kind of the whole sunrise situation.
You know what? It is stunning, but every time I play this map, I just have no idea where to go, what space to take. It's so tight and so twisty. The symmetrical nature of the other maps just doesn't pull through onto here.
Okay,
I mean, the spacing is different on one
both
end
teams
than the
opting
other.
for a Reinhardt this time, and a Zarya. So, and then as far as healers go, we have two separate ones. We have Jay Bailey and BB Coco on Lucio and Moira respectively. On the other side, we have an Ana and a Brigitte. But with that speed right now, we see trash cans kind of all grouping together here. But there's bombs coming in from Junkrat. So this is a tight hallway. This is going to be scary.
Yeah, they're grouped up really badly here. If they can jump in on this,
he tried to catch the charge, tried to get the surprise when they came in, timed it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, they were in trouble for a second there. They did well to escape the hole. The healer combos as well are important because the on hammer only the not as mobile but put out more healing and more crowd control, but a lot more mobility.
Oop! Finally, the first pick goes down. Controls Junkrat is dead. See if there's going to be any follow-up to that.
Hammer time.
Still charge coming through, doesn't get anybody.
Oh, they're getting split now though. This is where
one for one, Widow for Ryan. Oh, there's a hammer coming down already. Look at that, gets all four of the remaining members, but doesn't quite manage to kill anybody. That was a fantastic hammer by Dracos, but they could not capitalize. Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah, this central space is just chaotic.
Alright, Draconum, if I'm reading correctly, a hyuk. That's about as close as we're getting now. I gave it my one actual say of it, and we're done. We're moving on, okay? Just gonna keep being blissfully unaware of how to announce the name of this map.
Yeah.
Like
it's pretty.
eggs.
That's what we're gonna go with.
There we go. Yeah, the pretty one. The pretty one with the Indian aesthetic. But, okay, so we have a Pharah coming in now. The seeming bane of the trash can's existence now from Hammers Only. But Rinse Wash is on an Ashe to potentially counter that this time. We'll see if it works.
It's deadly on the Pharah now instead of Eldritch as well. Eldritch is doing so well on the Pharah. I'm surprised they've switched the personnel.
If I saw that Deadly kind of goofed on the jump there. If they had managed to get all the way up, that probably would have been a gigantic boop off the ledge. But,
yeah.
Oh well, moving on.
Yeah. Nice trash cans grouped up yet again. And it is Hammer trying to get the flank on them. The Hog's on his own again.
Yep, Eldritch is just continuing to go man mode on him.
He's taking a breather. They're still commanding the attention of the Diva. Jake. Oh, but Jay Bailey's behind on the Junkrat. Yeah.
Some sort of crazy fight. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Diva is fully down. Here comes a bunch of trades. It looks like Hammers Only is getting it here. They're getting some good picks. Oops, Cypher getting a bunch of picks there on the Zenyatta. And that leaves Ashe and Mercy. Oh, and the res.
Oh,
That's
what a
6v2,
huge
so
res.
BB's going to have to find some kind of crazy resurrection onto somebody right now. They know where they are, too. They're both in there. Oh, one does go down. Now it's just BB on the Mercy alone.
Yeah.
Come on, Battle Mercies. Let's go, Battle Mercy. Get him! Get him!
Come on. Wipe him.
Got him!
Oh, melee finish.
Oof. And epic Mercy duels to end it. That was perfect.
Mercy boxing here on a Lockout.
Welcome to the EU Saturday Night Skirmish. Tonight, Mercy boxing.
UFC 2013. Mercy
Alright,
on Mercy.
that was hilarious. Okay, moving on. Oh, there's the Doomfist now. That's pretty heavy DPS. Only Eldritch on the Zarya now coming in from Hammers Only. And on the other side, feels like a little bit more of a standard comp. But again, no, there's the two tanks. They're running the D.Va again, so...
Yeah, Hammers Only have gone mobile and with their healers, and they've got the Reaper, and the other team doesn't. In fact,
So
the other team
kinda
has
know
got
where
a
they
lot
are.
to counter the Reaper, apart from Rinse on the Widow. Yeah, the Widow is going to be key here for both teams.
So both teams are just trying to find an angle, little pokes, little peeks here and there.
Reaper's he's gunning on the flank on the back, and he's right in the middle of them now.
And yep, he ghosted out. That's that's very risky against all of the members of the other team.
Yeah.
Ooh, and just like you said, Rinse Wash picks off Deadly's Doomfist right there.
Yeah, if Rinse can get the initial picks here, it's going to be really tough. Panda trying to look for an angle again. Bubbles.
Controls Widow now, also across the way. But Control's about to get ambushed. Yep, Rinse comes around the corner, getting Mercy boosted.
4 plays 2.
Does mean one of the healers is down, so unfortunate. I think Dracos made the right choice there. Honestly, I would have done the same thing. Just one of the healers at least was away, so that was the right move.
Yeah, this long range again playing out for the trash cans.
Rinse Wash has got nothing but headshots here. That's ridiculous. And now Rinse Wash, they can see, the trash cans can see where they are, and they're just taking it to them. Yep, just Cypher's Moira left. Moira is not the hero that we deserve, apparently. So down they go. Here we go. So now it's just match points from here on out. Are we going to get to the absolute last one?
Oh, you'd love it. We'd love it.
Oh, absolutely. I would be very down for that. Going back on top of my elephant perch.
Comes now. Yeah, it's where I head to every time before I start. Mesmerized by the elephant. The okay, so we got Soldier, Tracer,
Soldiers for both sides, Harambe for both sides. I'm surprised that Hog has lasted that long. Usually he's like a first or a second pick one, but good for them, I guess. Nope.
Very different map. The the healer combos again. It's kind of role reversal now. It's Hammers Only with the mobility and trash cans without it, but they have got the monkey, which will help in that respect, and the soldier, of course.
So right now, trash cans are just trying to take a position behind Good Ice Wall.
Yeah, Panda enjoys the May.
It's both soldiers kind of trading shots a little bit here, back and forth.
Yeah, they're keeping the high ground Hammers Only really well here, which is going to make it difficult, especially with the May, for the trash cans to build an attack. I'm waiting for which monkey goes first.
Yeah, right. It's just kind of a stalemate right now. Jake Holt's taking a lot of damage there, but is okay. Oh, May gets hooked, gets self-frozen.
May, I thought they
probably has to have wall there. Oh,
but the monkey's now on his own.
Yep.
No, he took the Tracer. Again, didn't get the pick that time.
And here we go. It's going to come down to cap point. This is going to be a fight force, whether they like it or not. D.Va dives in. It's going to get D-Maxed, followed by Eldritch's Harambe. But there we go. Picks are going back and forth on both teams. That is a nano-boosted Hog, though. So, that Harambe is going to get picked. Both teams losing 2, believe it or not, and some ults, but that's it. If Dracos can get May's ultimate... Oh, there we go. Here comes the first ult.
There's no tanks for Hammer,
Dracos
though.
needs to pitch this right now.
Oh, but
Gets
there's
stunned, but it goes
4-3.
off. He's gonna
And the
freeze all of them.
freeze is
Get him
on.
off the point.
And it's caught him.
You just need to kill
Need
Deer's
to
Nuts.
kill,
You
they
need to
need to
kill Deer's
kill.
Nuts.
They get him.
Oh, they just kill all of them. Never mind. I'm just only focused on the win there, but there we go. I mean,
Here we go.
the absolute last possible map. This is it. This is the tiebreaker and the tiebreaker of the tiebreaker. Good God.
This was worth it. This was worth it. The 25 minutes of pain. This was worth it.
All right, seeing Dad Fat Cat Sats calling out the Torb Hammer only map. She wants to just
We
go
got
down,
Bastion.
wants it to go down to it. Both teams do have the Torb. We're gonna see if that's what they go for. Is it gonna be the Hammer's only final death match?
2 traces, 2 tracers, 2 Torbs.
This is silly.
Rinse back on the Genji. The rinse is Genji did damage
I don't
before.
know. Oh, and Dad Fat Cat Set or Eldritch is going out. Eldritch wants to fight.
Ooh.
Eldritch wants to fight, but it looks like the rest of his team doesn't. Oh, Eldritch is going in with the golden hammer. He wants it. There it is.
And the Doom
The
Fist is
death match
behind.
of the century. Oh, Eldritch gets the fight.
Oh, but Mage will take him. No, the
I'm
turret
sorry.
took the mate. Eldritch. The
That's
turret took the
amazing.
mate. After
Oh
the
my
Torb
God! I
died.
don't think Coco was ready for what was about to happen
No,
there.
this is it.
I think this is gonna be it. Oh my God! And
first
it's
team
just
forward.
rinse wash. And with that, with the Torbjorn
Oh
hammer
my
off
God.
being the deciding factor, here's Genji just dancing. Oh, that is the only way you can end this stuff.
Oh,
I
Hammer only
completely
wins.
approve of this.
The greatest bit
Oh my
was
God.
after the Torb hammer kill, and the Mei was running round, and the turret was still up, the
Turret,
Eldritch was
yeah.
dead,
Oh
and the
my
turret
God.
killed Mei after he died.
Deadly silence being again a very effective Pharah.
Yeah.
Get off the absolute nonsense that we just witnessed. Alright, and just in case you were wondering, and as the stream saw, I was only focused on that Torb fight. I was not focused on anything
Me
else.
too. I couldn't tell you what else happened.
Oh my God.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
That was amazing. Well done to both teams, and you know what? I am so happy to have been able to cast this game and just watch that be the ending of this game. Oh my God.
So, for those watching Hammer Time, being 1 map down in the early instance, turn it round with
It's
a
just been
3-2
solid
win.
back and forth. Yeah, it was. So it literally was just bouncing back and forth. It was trash can hammer, and that's just how it went.
Yeah.
And with the official Torbjorn off being the deciding factor of that last one, Hammers only did take the win there. Oh my God! I don't really think I can say anything.
Yeah.
I think that was the perfect end. There
No.
literally cannot be a more perfect end to this.
I think we've done. I'm going to follow up on Red's ability to remember to promote the Discord and say that if you want to get in on this, if you want to come play alongside the people you've seen play tonight, come join Bronze Tacker Lounge. We're a non-toxic community of PS4 Overwatch gamers, and we're always looking for more.
Of course. Yeah, so if you are interested, there should be a link, I believe, posted at some point by one of our mods, and if not, I believe the link is also available just on our Twitch page, or you can just look us up on Discord, Bronze Tacos Overwatch Lounge. And yeah, if you're interested in getting in on some of this Torbjorn action yourself, then feel free to join us. But yeah, again, I apologize for the delay, but man, I agree, Tornado. That was, I don't think we could have ended that any better.
No, they paid us back.
Oh,
But,
goodness
Been a
gracious.
pleasure, man.
Yeah, it's as fun as always. So, yeah, thanks everybody for watching us, and I will look forward to seeing everybody in next week's Friday Night Fight.